What's up, man?
Hey, how are ya?
Not bad. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, I'm actually from Steroy, part of the Overlook. I was
Okay.
out west with some of the other providers, and some of them went to sleep at nighttime, and I was just gonna make my way back down to Steroy. Well, I don't know if you guys have been in touch with anyone from Overlook lately, but I just want to definitely mention that we did have quite a few encounters with the Cult of Papa in town. In Steroy.
You said Cult of Papa. I haven't heard of them. Is that like a group that I don't see it on the map?
Yeah, they're not on the maps. They kind of operate out of the shadows. Yeah, very dark group of people. Yeah, they tend to wear the priest zombies you'll see around the churches.
Yeah, like the gown type thing.
Yeah, that's what they wear. Be very careful around them. It's terrifying.
Hello.
Hello.
Anybody around? That is an armband that two armbands that I have yet to see. Look at that, Milton, 2 and 1. Two groups we have yet to meet.
It's perfect.
How about that? How about that?
Yeah, well, hi gentlemen, my name's Rebel Johnson. This here's Milton, and we're with the Bridge News Network.
Oh.
Oh, the bridge. I caught one of your broadcasts not too long ago on the radio.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I heard
What
you
what
guys
channel?
talk.
89.5. Hey, listen, if y'all aren't in any rushes, we'd love to have some one-on-ones with both y'all.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's no
right.
problem at all.
Hey, we'll just finish cooking up here, and then we'll come fetch y'all if you don't mind.
All right. So yeah, as I was saying, the two men in the robes, they're walking towards each other and almost in like a synchronized fashion. They were, both walking straight, and then one would cut right, the other would cut left. They'd make a box and then come back in towards each other, and it was really scary. It was really confusing. So then these men, they went up to the church over here right in town, and as they were in there, it sounded like they were praying. They were praying to Papa and for his children to rain suffering upon us. This was the first time I got to hear them speak. Long story short, they prayed in the church for a while. The two men that were at the well, we managed to get their names. I believe it was Ben and Miles. And
Hold on, you say Ben?
yeah, Ben and Miles, I believe that was their names.
Milton, you remember up at the aid station those three gentlemen's names?
Yeah, I think it was Ben, Carl, and it was
Jack.
fucking Ben, cunt Carl, and
Fucking Jack.
something. Yeah,
That's
fucking
one of
Jack. That's the one. Yeah,
Holy
one of them.
shit! Is it
He
really?
was-
I think that just
yeah,
about
he wasn't there
confirms
that day. He's been here. This is how the cult
We-
operates. You meet them and you don't even know.
No, we oh, holy shit, we
it. Miles is a new one.
Miles a new one, but yeah, that means we were in their fucking presence of these people. We was up at
God.
the aid station a few weeks ago when actually doing an interview about the story, and three gentlemen walk up to the gates, and Steve ended up killing one of them. Turned out to be Jack. Well, not killing them, but sending them to the coast, I believe. And come to find out after it, the reason was because he was on the radio, and they believe that those three gentlemen were actually cultists.
I ran into a survivor. His name was Slim. He was a nice, friendly guy. Fed him some food, and we
Right.
chatted a bit, and he was on his way. Then maybe a week or so later, I wake up, I come outside, and Slim is there. And we're talking, and he said that he was actually, funny enough, in the woods north of Guglovo when a man in a robe jumped out from behind a tree and
What the?
accosted him and said that he needed to come to Storoi to deliver a message. It was for a specific member of our group. So, as he's telling me about this, I told him, like, hey, pretty sure, I can't be positive, but that sounds like it could have been the cult, just by the way the man was dressed. As we're talking about this, it's getting dark, and we had a fire going, we're sitting by the fire chatting, and all of a sudden, two men in robes just come walking out of the shadows right into the light of the fire. And they were about to execute him with a hatchet right there. But I told them, like, he didn't tell me this message. I don't know what it is. He told me he has a message. So luckily they didn't. They said that he was still useful and that he still needed to deliver the message. Unfortunately, that's the last time I heard from Slim. And as far as I know, that message was never delivered.
Damn,
So
now why,
fearing the worst for Slim.
has well, you mentioned that they wanted to deliver the message specifically to what was her name, Callista?
Yes.
Now why? We've never met her, but I'm sure you know her. Why would they want to deliver a message to her specifically?
Well, the day that we found out Samaritan had died, that was the day that they had shown up at the well outside of the medical clinic. Uh, Obviously, we had just found out about Samaritan's death. We're all very upset, and the cult thrives off of pain and suffering. Callista took it really hard. She sort of left the lands for a while. She was really depressed and angry, and I think that the cult sensed that, and they knew that, and they wanted to try to take advantage and feed off of that pain.
Holy hell! Is she in danger then?
So flash forward again, maybe about a month ago now at this point. We're located here at the barn now. Callista and I were in here. We are, growing some vegetables. We're cooking them up. We're filling the tents. And, again, two men. This time they weren't dressed in the robes. They were dressed in more civilian clothing. They were dressed in mostly black with a bit of red. That tends to be the sign of the cult. Anyway, so a couple men come in here, and we didn't know who they were. We offered them food, and we were talking for a little bit, and then they revealed themselves. They like what we're doing. Like I said, they see it as us prolonging the suffering of life here in the apocalypse. So they came here, and that was the day we met the man by the name of fucking Jack that we were just talking about, that you met. Never met him before. I never heard the name. And it was just a lot more of the same. They had a messenger who was looking for us, mainly for Callista, and that they wanted Papa's children to rain suffering upon us and the entire town and the rest of these lands.
How do y'all react to that? I mean, what's the response? I mean, these fucked up people, and I will say that on the record, because I do have my morals. I do have a line that do not like getting crossed. They enjoy what you're doing. They actually support what you're doing. How do you respond to that? What do you do?
We told them, just like we tell everyone else, we're going to keep Samaritan's vision of what the Overlook should be alive, and we're going to continue to do our part and feed and help people, and we know that that's the right thing to do, and as many groups out there that want to tell us we're wrong or try to tell us that we're doing it for the wrong reasons, they can think what they want to think.
This Samaritan fellow must have been quite the guy to have his legacy be trekked on like this. Would have loved to have met him. Never did, but may he rest in peace. Sounded like quite a guy.
Yeah, he was a great man, and he had a saying for the Overlook, and I think that kind of embodies what we do here, and that is, growth is hope. guys.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Good.
it was
I heard
interesting.
footsteps.
Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Anybody
Please tell
outside?
me you have some spare food.
Yeah, I got some.
Oh, yeah, just come around the other
Probably,
side.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I got some. I'll meet you at the entrance here. It's a little tricky to find.
How's it going, man?
Up until now, not so good, but looks like it's improving.
you're down here in Steroy, that white traced out territory in the southeast of the map.
Yeah, I see.
I would recommend, as they say on the map, staying out of Darkest Midnight.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Territory.
any other places apart from that rather obvious one that's not worth going to.
Well, you gotta be careful with what you say to some people, but Darkest Midnights are really the ones that'll hurt you just for the fun of it. But yeah, most people, if you approach peacefully and you know, go by what they're saying, you shouldn't get hurt.
Okay.
We'll add up there at the Black Cross and Severograd. They're mighty fine people that give you medical attention and food, but be careful because it's a war zone up there right now. So if you do make it that far up north, just tread carefully.
Oh dear.
And with things like
Yeah,
that,
I'm
it
not
might,
one
you
for
know,
violence.
even if the two groups who are duking it out up there, even if they shell out, other people will come up thinking you know, they can score some easy equipment, or you know, some crazy people coming up to slaughter people. You know, it's just it just turns into a bit of a clusterfuck. Excuse my French.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take